Alright, let's get back to the surface here and get started on some of the other content of the mod. So, first things first, you got a prefla, a prefla of different building blocks here you could use. These took a long time to add, these textures took a very long time. Got calcite, got dripstone bricks, got sulk bricks, these are pretty cool. Even got the bedrock texture, not sure if I said that yet or not, but I did. Got nullstone, got ancient brimstone. This is Aether Gemstone. This generates up higher in the world, so like up here, like above light 90. So if you got like biomes with plenty or something, you could still find these in the mountainous biomes. So it's not just exclusive to the extreme hills. This is some tough. So another big thing here you're gonna look out for is there's not just amethyst geodes. So you can find amethyst geodes underground. These are very important. So I'll show you a little glitch I like to use always to look underground. So there's no spectator mode in 1.7. Take a rail, underground here. So this is one of the structures right there, as you can see. So look, another one over there. Look around. I'm not seeing any geodes. Yep, there's one. There's a geode. There's another one right there. As you can see, they're pretty rare. Like some of them are rarer than others. This one's definitely the most common. The Irregular Amethyst geode. They have different bud stages, and we got different. And you can go up on top and bottom. They can't grow on sides like in vanilla though. That I haven't figured. I don't know how to do that one. Get that working properly yet. When I rewrite the mod, I'll definitely look to do that. And I also have some new decoration blocks to these things. So these like little pillars, I guess you can call them. So you can also rotate them if you get the wrench. This is how you're going to rotate a lot of the blocks. So if you want to alter the orientation, so like this. The recipe is pretty simple for these generally. So look at the uses. You can also get cross variant. As you can see, yeah, this stuff's very important. The Irregular Amethyst, definitely not too hard to find. You can also find like these little structures in the extreme hills biomes. Like I said, to find here, that one there. Very common. These are pretty common. You find amethyst down here. Like this, you find some plants and some of the moss from the mod, and lichen and grimstone. Very simple structure you'll find in extreme hills biomes. Alright, so you got another one, got ruby. Got a new, I made this texture in the last update, I think 1.4. I added this new item. The ruby. The Tokenite, again the names, I thought they looked cool, that's why I took them. I really should have found something you could pronounce easily. This is Lamar. These three are going to be they're rarer than amethyst, but not as rare as these three. You can find any biome, this underground and geos respectively. It's just the same as amethyst. You can't find anywhere else. You can't find these in structures, but you can find the ruby in the isologer structure. Let me go see if I can find one. I think there's one over here I saw earlier. I thought I saw one over here. Yep, there we go. One of the structures in extreme hills biomes you can find. You got some of the powdered snow, and quotation marks again. Some powdered, there's cauldrons in here, snow, and you can find, there used to be rubies in here, but I guess not anymore. I guess I got rid of them. But this is the only way you get powdered snow in the mod right now. I'm really hoping that Futurum adds the powdered snow functionalities. Oh, I haven't seen these in a long time. This is a volcano thing. You can find these little brimstone volcanoes above and underground, actually, not just, you can find them underground too. They're full of lava if you go in. Pretty cool. Let's head back to the site. So these are the 5 main ones we're gonna go out for. This one is special because this one's you only find these in deserts, so you have to go to deserts and you generate the same as the other geodes. And they glow. And there's also a little bonus in the geodes. You find slag crystals, which are right now only have one use, and and it's further to get the infinite lava source. So there's two methods to it. There's the vanilla method, which is a little different, but you need a structure just like this, a cauldron. It's extremely slow, just like in vanilla. More like the 1.17 slow compared to 1.18. I think it's a little faster, 1.18. Lava source block, you need these Gemstone blocks, by the way. Placed like so as well. Block Gemstone, and you get the stalactite, just like so. Just above the cauldron, and it should be good. Now, this one's supposed to be much faster. Not sure why it's not filled yet, but it should be. You can use these slag crystals around like so. Up here, there's a slag crystal here, 4 blocks of lava, the Gemstone bricks, and a block of ruby right here. And this will get you. Oh, it's supposed to be faster. I have goofed up somewhere in the tick speed, but you know, fix it soon. So these are the 5 main gemstones. Oops. These are the 5 main gemstones you want to look out for. Very important. It's going to be important to make the other stuff. So the next one I would go for is the Aether Gemstone, the Aether Bud. This one's very rare. You can find them in geos in extreme hills biomes, or you can find them very rarely in world generation. Above Y90, you can find world generation. I think it was 93 or something. You can find them up the mountain somewhere too. I don't see any here, but might be able to find them. You find the budding version, and the budding version, like you can't mine them or obtain them any method by breaking up the pickaxe. But in the mod though, I did add an option that you can craft the budding blocks, because I thought especially if you got like, this isn't vanilla, a lot of mods like Farmcraft or something, maybe it's probably best just to have them near your base. So all the budding blocks is going in the end to make it easier. All have recipes. All the recipes are very similar to each other. Once you place them, that's it. If you break them, it's over. Same thing with the blocks. You're gonna need silk, but you're gonna need silk touch to obtain it. You can break these to get silk. If you have silk touch, you can get them back. Same with the clusters and the buds. All of them, same thing, just like that. So this one's the one you want to look out for. That's why I said to try to set up a base of operation in the extreme hills. This is how you find this. The easiest way to find it. The next one is the Nail Bud, the Nail Cruster. This is the Nail Shard. This one's is very difficult to get. You're gonna need all the gemstones before you even get this one. This does not generate in world generation. You're gonna find another way, which we'll get to later. But this is going to be used in many of the recipes and blocks and structures over there. So next things, let's go over here to Sulk Blocks. So these I just added these in a hotfix, the new textures, the bedrock textures. I think I got them pretty similar. Same thing with this. Unlike in vanilla, this stuff will spread naturally, like grows. It goes very quickly, by the way. I'm not sure. It probably won't spread right now, but it spreads very quickly. And it does give you some pretty nasty effects if you touch it. I did have plans to have an armor set, which if you wore it, you'd be immune to it, but I didn't get around to making it. Same. You just find underground, growing in the caves. Pretty rare, but you could find it. This is how you find this stuff. Same with the tentacles. If you get Silk Touch, you can place them, and also you can switch to orientation with wrench. This is very important too. Basically, you're gonna farm these over here. Let's see if they've grown yet. They take a lot of time to grow. Well, one grew. Well, most of them did. So basically, when you get them, you're gonna get these small buds. And then they grow into these small buds, and then they're gonna grow up into the tentacles. These are very slow at growing. Same thing. But there is a if you grow them in the end, they grow much faster. So setting up a farm at the end is a very good idea. Same thing with the second plant you want to start farming as well is the no words. Now to make this, you gotta do one of the multi-block structures to get this. I'll show you right after this. 3 growing stages, so you have to grow it on null obsidian, which is obtained in the structure over there. I'll show you. I think it's obtained in the structure, if I remember correctly. So null obsidian, only thing it grows on. So to get it, make sure when you plant all the stuff in the mod, you have to hold shift. Whoops. You have to hold shift when you go. So you hold shift on it and you place it. Over here, some more of the decoration blocks. Got the hanging roots, spore blossom. They get the sad spore blossom. You know, that's a cool texture. Some sad drip leaves, small drip leaves at least. And here's some of the mushrooms. These spawn underground. Don't have any uses. This kind of decoration. I was planning some food stuff with them, but I didn't get around to it, unfortunately. Over here, we got some of the bushes and azalea, flowering azalea. Right click it, similar to the Aether berry bush. Pretty much what I base it off of. There's only finding in a structure right now. I'm not sure if I'll see one right now. Let's take a look. They're not too uncommon, but they're pretty hard to find. I made it so the structures generally don't break into caves very often, but they can. So look here, as you can see any. Ooh, there's a ruby one. Not sure what mod I. Some mod I added a lot more caves. I'm not sure which one I did it. Oh, here's one of the structures. They're pretty close by. Let's take a look at it. Right. This is another place you can find some of the mushrooms as well, and some of these bushes and stuff. Why is it doing that? I really thought I fixed that. You can also find the hanging, like glowberries here too. These grow underground naturally as well. You find them like this, you can eat them. Pretty cool. You find a lot of rooted dirt up here too when you're doing this. So first things first, let's show you how to get that those no words. So getting these are pretty annoying. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to find a place with bedrock. So bottom of the world. So remember I told you earlier, you're going to need to find some of that subterrestrial stone. No, there was stuff on this sign earlier. As you can see, you're going to make a structure similar to this. You're going to need red mushrooms. You can't be the brown ones. It has to be red. There has to be a block of a bedrock down here. So I'm going to build one for you just to show you. So here are the materials you need to make one. So of course you can't obtain bedrock in the game, so you have to go down to the bottom of the world and place this above it. So you have a block of bedrock here. So place a block of bedrock like so. And the corners you're gonna have 3 blocks of brimstone bricks. 3 of them has to be the ones from my mod, not at Futurum. I wish I could fix it, but I can't. You need 3 and you set like so. You need 4 blocks of amethyst on top. Next, what you gotta do, you gotta place 3 mushrooms. Let's place one more down. The bedrock. You need 4 mushrooms. Oh, too bright. So I mean, get the mushrooms going. You need a little sunroof and the light. Too much light. Doesn't want to grow. So you place the blocks here. We don't make a sunroof. So I think you guys got it. Place the shrooms like so. All the mushrooms. The next, you're going to need to get some of the subterrestrial. This sounds pretty hard to mine. In an earlier version, it was called Null Infused Bedrock, but I thought the name was kind of long, so I changed it. Once you find it, you're going to place the center like so. Give it a moment. Oh, whoops, got one more thing. And I forgot you place a block of the chiseled brimstone right up here. Oh, whoops, I mix this up sometimes. It goes down here. Then you place this right here. always mix that up, so I'm gonna do this. There we go. So lightning will strike down, and we'll get some. You get a Null Wart on top here, and the Null Obsidian at the bottom here. You will get your Amethyst blocks will crack, and the other blocks will be destroyed when this happens, by the way, so you're gonna have to get some more resources for it. So this will grow on here. It takes a very long time though for these to grow in the overworld. Same with it's just like the tentacles. You're gonna want to grow them in the end, because otherwise it's gonna be very difficult to get a lot of these quickly. So I did add quite a few things to the end in this mod, because I thought the end was kind of bland. So that did some stuff too there. So we got that. So this is kind of a display here to show you all the different ores and stuff. As you can see, we got the different ores. It's on display. Got all the different stuff here. Oh yeah, the raw blocks. They were in the mod at one point, but I removed them when Fixtrum added them properly. So I just used those. Seeing that copper's all good and everything. The gold, the raw versions, iterations. There's also one more thing. In the Extreme Hills biomes, or biomes above, I think it was Y85, you can find rich versions of iron and emeralds and coal. So you can find, these are the 3 rich iterations. So you can find them in the mountains here. Let's take a look around. I think you see some. It's more incentive to mine the mountains, to go mountain mining. This Aether Gemstone requires iron to mine, by the way, so it's kind of a nuisance when you're mining. So, as you can see, I'm not seeing any right now, but there's definitely some around here. I saw some earlier. Yeah, I definitely saw some earlier, but it's around you, trust me. So that's kind of that. So we showed that. The next thing I think we should move on to is the mobs.